Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm Julie Schulte and I'm here with Charlene Bucher. I wanted to just kind of do a little interview with her and let you guys learn a little bit more about her and her story and how she got started with Beachbody. So Charlene, if you would just start out and tell us how you were introduced to Beachbody. How did this all start for you?
With the silly little infomercial. That's really honestly how it started. I had found myself, Julie, gosh, in a really bad place in my life. So, without dragging out a long story, a girl that was ambitious and wanted to do something with her life and was going to make a difference in her life and be different, from the way I think she had grown up. I had found myself in 80 pounds overweight, living 1,000 miles away from anybody, very depressed, losing my home to foreclosure, just not a good place. So I needed to make a change in my life, and I didn't have control over anything else that was going on in my life, nothing. And I had 2 babies, and I thought, well, I need to get a hold of my health. At least I can control that. And probably up late one night, and I saw an infomercial for Slim and Six, which is a Beachbody program. And that's honestly where it started. And it was the success story. It was someone telling their story about how they had lost weight and how it had affected their life. It touched me, something about it. And I thought, I want to be one of those. I want to be able to tell my story. I was thinking that back then. So I probably didn't pay a bill in order to order this infomercial product. And I got it and put it on the shelf.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I put it on the shelf and tried to do, kept on trying to do the old thing, which was not working, and remembered that I had ordered this DVD thing. I thought, well, so I put it in, and and I started the workouts, and I was so out of shape. And I had been riding bikes, and I had been doing some other things on my own, but again, accountability, it's kind of hard to stick with things. Life is happening. Depression was a lot of my problem. Loneliness, I had pretty much isolated myself because I was working all the time. I was a single mom, working 10 to 12, 15 hours a day. I was tired.
Come home to 2 little baby boys.
Yeah. So, I didn't. So one day, and I had put the DVD in, and they kept talking about the message boards, and they kept talking about this community. And at that time, it was pre-Facebook. So to me, a community message board was kind of one of those creepy things that weird people hung out on. I mean, honestly, that's what I thought in my head. But I thought, what do I have to lose? I'll go check it out. And what I found was that it was actually full of other people that were doing these workout programs. And they were encouraging one another, and people were posting their pictures and progress pictures, and people were encouraging. I thought, hey, this is kind of cool. And that's when I got introduced to what you guys now know is the coaching thing of it. But we weren't coaches back there. There were no coaches. It was just other customers. And so that's honestly how I started.
So Carl Deichler invited you to come out to a founders meeting.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. It was actually 3 years. So I was on the message board for 3 years.
Wow.
So it took me 2 years to lose my weight. Okay. So it wasn't like it happened overnight, but I plugged in. I started a message board thread, and I started supporting people. Even I was coaching before I was getting paid, or before there was really coaching. I had not lost all my weight when I started coaching. I just started inviting people to do this with me, started encouraging other people. And what I found is that it was helping me kind of get out of my depression too, by helping other people.
Yeah.
So fast forward 3 years, now I've lost my weight. I don't really need the message boards anymore, but it felt so good to go in there and help people and talk to people and encourage people that I was doing it as a hobby. So I was working at Lockheed Martin as a manager. I had a really good job at that time. I'd gotten back on my feet, had remarried. Marty and I had been married, and I get this message from the CEO, Carl Deichler, and talking about this coaching thing that they're going to do, and has invited me because I was a very active